It looked like it's happening. Angel Reese is asking out of Chicago already.
Angel Reese officially puts the Chicago Sky on notice. We're not doing the same thing this offseason that we did last offseason. Stop bringing me bums to play with.
OMG, so Angel Reese told Chicago Tribune she wants settle and wants the Sky to get the best players. But the T is she leading in turnovers, missed games, still can't hit easy shots, and even got suspended like sis talking about fixing teammates. But maybe the team need to fix her, cause she looking more like the baby giraffe while Caitlin Clark stays the baby goat.
Stop bringing me these players. I want the best of the best. I want the upper echelon.
Angel Reese is fed up. She's tired of the losing. She's tired of being the gum on the bottom of the shoe of the league. She is fed up with the Chicago Sky, and it looks like Angel Reese wants out. It looks like she wants.
Like, imagine calling out your teammates saying they need to be replaced, and then boom, you end up being the one your own team might toss out. That's exactly what Angel Reese did after running her mouth to Chicago Tribune. She didn't even try to hide it. She straight up said she not settling and demanded star players around her. But instead of sounding like a real leader trying to grow with her squad, she came off like a spoiled kid dragging her own roster in public.
Let's see what Angel Reese had to say. I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year. Oh boy. Reese told the Tribune, we have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm willing and wanting to play with the best. And however I can help to get the best here, that's what I'm going to do this offseason. So it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best, because we can't settle for what we have this year. Overhaul this roster.
So the wild part is that little interview didn't just upset a couple people. It straight up had her teammates and vets across the league heated like word is the locker room. Even had to set up a whole meeting just to deal with the mess and girl. That's not a sign of a healthy squad. That's damage control, cause how you not even proven yet. And the whole team gotta gather because of what you said. That's not giving leader vibes. That's pure chaos.
So it's stated multiple lead sources told Front Office Sports that the entire team has seen Angel Reese comments that teammates are unhappy with the direct attacks. A team meeting is planned at which players are expected to address Reese directly.
And get this, one of the messiest parts was when Angel Reese threw shade at Courtney Vanderloot like sis was out the whole season with an ACL injury, and Reese still brushed her off like she too old for the Sky future, and that was low. Cause Vanderloot ain't just some random player. She a vet with rings and one of the smartest point guards the game has seen, so by tossing her aside, Reese didn't just diss Vanderloot, she rubbed the wrong way every veteran in the league who knows that woman deserves nothing but respect.
We can't rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at, Reese said. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, two-time WNBA champion, 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, dang. Oh, damn. It's all right, Courtney. It's all right.
Here's the crazy twist. The Chicago front office already bent over backwards to build around Angel Reese. Like, hello? They literally gave up Sonia Citron, who is out here fighting for Rookie of the Year and already made an all-star in her first season, just to bring in Ariel Atkins. That was supposed to be the win. Now move Reese wanted, but instead of being thankful, she turned around acting like the roster and staff were never enough. Like, girl, you can't say the team not trying when they sacrificed a whole future star just to please you.
It is looking spooky in Chicago. Instead, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Berman or Haley Van Lith are capable of leading them to the leading the playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA championship experience. We are aware of it, Marsh stated. We are addressing it.
And the drama didn't stop with the vets, cause Angel Reese even tossed shade at the younger girls like Haley Van Lith, making it sound like everybody was either too old, too mid, or too soft. So now the vets felt disrespect, the young players felt brushed off. And instead of pulling the squad together, she basically made herself the one everybody was mad at. Like she wanted a rally, but all she did was flip the whole locker room against her.
We need great players, and I don't know what that will attract that. Maybe the practice facility will attract that, we'll see. But I think the priority is being able to convince free agents that this is an organization that is going in the right direction. I think honestly, it would be a leap of faith for a great player to come here and show that this is something that they want to be a part of, and we can bring that championship mentality. A leap of faith to think that a great player would want to come to Chicago. Oh boy.
And when you look at her game on the court, it makes sense why this whole power move flopped. Because if you're gonna act like you above the team, you better back it up with some fire. But instead, Angel Reese was the one out of rhythm, the one who didn't fit into the system she wanted to run. And low-key, the big reveal might be that the issue was never the roster, but Reese herself. And the worst part, while she kept crying for upgrades and star players, she couldn't even handle the basics like holding on to the ball.
Hey, it's not all her fault. Her teammates stink. They gotta catch that, right? Right! Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby, put down the butter. Butter pecan! Bang! Time of the year's the best. You got pumpkin spice football and Angel Reese layups. Bang! Final play of the game, Angel Reese clutch gene. Womp, womp, womp. That's my Barbie.
Like, what if the same player begging for a roster shakeup was actually the one pulling her team down? Cause that's the tea with Angel Reese. Yeah, she putting up like 14 to 15 points and double-digit boards, which sounds nice at first, but then you peek closer and sis leading the whole WNBA in turnovers, even though she missed weeks with injury. Like, imagine sitting out playing less minutes than most stars and still coughing up the ball more than anyone. That's not greatness. That's just messy basketball.
For you, 20% of the time, Angel Reese gets her shot blocked inside of 9 feet. And 100% of the time, she's doggy doo-doo. Burn! Give it to the lady in orange. Uh-oh, you're out. Simon didn't say. 101 turnovers in 26 games for our 2K cover. She's a stat stuffer. Bang! At least she always brings the boom. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bang!
Turnovers happen when players push too hard, but with Angel Reese, it wasn't just her being aggressive. It showed she was impatient, made bad choices, and couldn't stay calm under pressure. And it didn't stop there, because she was also wild with the refs, always talking back and losing control, to the point she piled up texts like candy and hit her 8th one way too fast, which triggered an automatic suspension. Like, how is your so-called leader supposed to guide the team when she can't even keep her own cool?
And watching the bottom of your screen. The contact by Reese.
You can see Angel's right hand got Aaliyah Edwards on the head. And if they do, Lisa, I'm okay with that too, because I think you have to officiate these teams very tightly.
So it'll be a technical foul on Angel.
And the crazy part is that suspension didn't even land on some random day. It came right before the big showdown with the Indiana Fever, the game everybody had circled. And instead of showing up, Angel Reese sidelined herself, not from injury or rest, because she smacked Aaliyah Edwards in the head going for a rebound. And whether folks think she meant it or not, the refs called it, and the league had to suspend her. Which wasn't just embarrassing for her, it was a straight-up blow to her own team at the worst moment.
Angel Reese, oh damn, has been assessed with 8 technical fouls, and she will be suspended for Friday game unless it is rescinded. And I'm telling you right now, look, he said it best, her attitude. That mug ain't getting rescinded. Angel Reese has struck out again.
And the wildest twist is that the Sky, who were supposed to be built around Angel Reese, actually looked sharper without her. Like the ball flowed better, the defense had more energy, and sometimes they even grabbed wins when she wasn't playing. And that's backwards, because a real star is supposed to lift the team higher. But with Reese, it felt like the less she played, the better they got. Like, instead of being the cornerstone, she was more like an anchor weighing them down. She wanted to be the centerpiece. But what good is 15 points and 12 boards when it's buried under sloppy turnovers, endless arguing with refs and suspensions during big games? Watching her wasn't like watching a leader. It was like watching a problem you couldn't trust when it mattered most.
Now, how many players are going to listen to what Angel Reese had to say about Courtney Vandersloot? Are going to listen to what Angel Reese had to say about her current teammates? How many players are going to say, oh yeah, I want to play with that player who has no problem throwing me under the bus with 3 games to go? I want to play with that. Maybe not many.
And here's where the difference really shows. Because while Angel Reese was out here burning bridges and pulling her team down, Caitlin Clark was showing the exact opposite vibe. Like Clark has had the craziest spotlight, maybe in WNBA history, every game, every move, every slip picked apart. And yet she stayed calm, patient, and professional from day one. Even when she got hurt, she still traveled with the fever, sat on the bench, hyped her teammates, and made sure they felt her support. That's real commitment. While Reese, on the other hand, stayed away from her squad when she was injured, leaving them to deal without her.
The Indiana Fever destroy the Chicago Sky in Indianapolis on Saturday. Guess who wasn't there? Angel Reese. Angel Reese declined to travel to Indianapolis, and her coach came out and said something about, she's just focused on her rehab right now, and, she's day to day. We've never had an explanation on what caused the back injury, what's a time frame for her recovery. It's similar to so-and-so's back injury. This is something she struggled with here or there. All we've heard is day to day, and Angel Reese has disappeared.
And Clark didn't just show up on the sidelines. She showed real sportsmanship that you hardly see in young stars. Like one time, she even went public, praising Angel Reese for a good game. Even though Reese treats her like some rival, Clark still gave her props instead of stirring drama. And that's the big difference. While Reese was busy using interviews to drag her own squad, Clark used hers to lift people up. And it changed her team too. Like when Clark is on the court, Aaliyah Boston plays looser, more confident, and stronger in the paint. The guards like Lexi Hull and Kelsey Mitchell get cleaner looks, cause defenses chase Clark's passes, and Sophie Cunningham shines off the space and energy she creates. Clark doesn't just score, she makes the whole team click, and that's why she led the league in assists last season with over 9 a game, and even this year with injuries, she's still dropping more than 8 a night.
Yeah, I'm proud of this group. I think we've shown all season long, like, they're resilient, they're connected, they pull for each other, they enjoy one another, they celebrate one another, and that stuff alone is good for 10 to 12 points a game. And for this group, the way that they share the ball, how unselfish they are, I'm really proud of them. It's not been ideal circumstances all season long, but they've shown the character of who they are. They've been resilient, they've responded to adversity, and they continue to elevate one another. And I couldn't be more proud of this group than I am at this moment.
And the media caught on too, because lately everything about Indiana has been Clark being this total pro. How she hypes her teammates, supports the locker room, and sets an example with her grind. And then you look at Reese, who had to walk back her words and apologize after trashing her own squad in that Tribune mess. It's like night and day. One star dragged her team down saying they weren't enough. The other lifted her team up and made them stronger. And that's why the Fever got real hope right now. They're not just winning games, they're being led by someone with maturity way beyond her years. Clark built a culture in Indiana that Chicago is still searching for. And when you put her steady rise next to Reese's chaos, her downfall, don't look like bad luck. It looks like the result of her own choices.
What is the back injury? Everybody's questioning it now. And this will be a third straight season where Angel Reese did not finish playing in games, where she just stopped. She just stopped. Some of these injuries, we saw the injuries. We didn't see what happened. What happened? This is bad.
Like, picture this: one team has fans lining up months early for tickets, and the other has players calling emergency meetings just to deal with drama. Guess which one people are hyped about? Cause the Fever went from lottery team to playoff push, with Caitlin Clark leading the way, grabbing national TV games and packing out arenas, while over in Chicago, Angel Reese flipped what could have been a fresh rebuild into a whole circus full of apologies, complaints, and doubts. And instead of dreaming about titles, Sky fans are sitting there wondering if the front office already regrets betting on her.
Nothing but a mystery surrounds Angel Reese. Angel Reese has taken this season off to focus on her off-court endeavors and to avoid these losses that the Chicago Sky are accumulating, to avoid them appearing on her resume. Angel Reese doesn't really care about basketball.
Even when Clark was hurt, she handled it like a pro. She didn't vanish or hide out. She was right there flying with the team, sitting courtside in street clothes and cheering her squad on. But Reese stayed away during her injury, leaving Chicago to fight without their so-called leader, and that only made it clear she wasn't all in. Meanwhile, the Fever crew is thriving next to Clark Aaliyah, Boston turning into a superstar in the paint, Lexi Hull playing with more confidence, Kelsey Mitchell having one of her best seasons, and Sophie Cunningham sliding in perfectly. Clark ain't just putting up points. She's reshaping the floor and setting everyone else up to shine.
I think it just says a lot about who we have as human beings. That was one of the things that we made a priority in the off season of, who we bring into this organization. Number one, quality human beings, selfless human beings that want to pull for one another, that understand. We have this depth for a reason, and sometimes it creates challenges getting people on the floor. But in situations like this is why you have it. And I'm just, she's right. I mean, as a pro and as a pro coach, this is one of the most connected groups I've seen.
Indiana is glowing right now. They breaking records, selling out crowds, pushing merch like crazy, and getting all the prime T spots, while Chicago Sky sitting there with a Week 10 win, 30 loss seasons stuck in drama with suspensions and fans dragging Angel Reese's so-called leadership all over social media. Cause while Kate Clark is out here showing professionalism that makes vets want to play with her, Ree is out here running her mouth, pushing people away. And the receipts are right there, cause Indiana always looks better with Clark on the court, while Chicago weirdly looks sharper when Ree is off. And that makes everyone wonder, was she ever the right choice to build around? Cause Sis demanded a roster made for her, but the joke is, maybe the roster needs saving from her. You can't scream for greatness while leading the league in turnovers and proving your team doesn't even need you to win. Now analysts are already saying she toxic, some even calling her a liability that no franchise should build around while over in Indiana. Clark has turned the Fever into a future powerhouse with Boston, Mitchell, Hull, and Cunningham all thriving beside her. So the future looks all shiny in Indiana, but painfully disappointing in Chicago. And now the real tea is who you riding with. Are you Team Clark, the baby goat, or Team Ree, the baby giraffe? So make sure you hit like, tap, subscribe, turn on notifs, and stick around for the next wild video.